All right, this morning we're taking you straight to the front of the line now.
That's right. That's where we find 24-hour News 8's Dee Morrison. Dee?
Well, things are starting to happen. We're seeing the security coming out. They're getting ready to talk to the crowd here with the bullhorn, kind of let the people, Nikki and Laura and the girls in the front of the line, let them know what's going on. Let's listen for a minute.
At the Woodland Mall, we are pleased to bring you Governor Sarah Palin of her book, Going Rogue. This is how we're going to do it today. We want to make sure that everybody's safe, secure. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring in a big group of people. Security will have you line up through stanchions at the front of the store. We start giving out wristbands at 7 a.m. in the store. You need to have a receipt of a purchase going rogue from any Barnes & Noble or barnesandnoble.com.
So they're going over procedure here this morning about how this is going to work, letting the crowd know the procedures we've been telling you this morning. They're letting them in. They're going to get their wristbands. They need their books that have been purchased from Barnes & Noble. At that point, they're going to be letting them in. Here we go. They're opening the doors, letting everybody come on in. Our group from Brighton is coming in first. People holding up their books. They've been waiting all night for this. We've had people with their lawn chairs. A couple of people struck their tents and took those in a short time ago. They're anxious to get in and get warm. They did tell us that the mall security was wonderful, that they let them come in and use the restroom a couple of times overnight. They took the whole group in, anyone who needed to go. Did everything they could to make the cold crowd comfortable. But as we mentioned earlier, it's been a party atmosphere. People are really in a good mood. They're excited to get in, to get their wristbands, get their chance to get their book signed tonight by Sarah Palin. And again, we want to run over the procedure that they were just talking about on the bullhorn. They're opening the doors here just before 5:30 this morning, letting everybody in that's been waiting overnight. The first girls in line were here at 9:15 last night, waited overnight, several hundred people in line. Now they're going in. They'll line up again inside the mall. They can get warm. At 7 o'clock this morning, Barnes & Noble is going to begin handing out their wristbands. At that point, they are free to go home. They're going to give wristbands to 600 to 800 people. Those will be the first people in line tonight. They will be able to get their book signed first, and then they will open it up to anybody else after that if Sarah Palin gets through the whole crowd that has wristbands between 6 and 9 tonight. So pretty interesting morning here. We don't usually get to see this. Jen and Brett?
Hey, Dee, a quick question for you. Did they indicate just how many people they're willing to let go inside? Do they cut it off at a certain point? I see the lines there are pretty hefty.
They told us they had room for between 600 to 800 people inside the mall this morning. We don't believe the crowd outside was at that capacity yet. They have stanchions set up. As Emily mentioned, it looked like you're waiting in line for the roller coaster at Cedar Point, to give you some kind of mental picture of what we're seeing since we're looking at the crowd that's now heading in. But we believe that there is enough room for everybody that's been waiting in line overnight to be inside the building at this point. We'll see what happens as the morning progresses. If they have too many people inside, they do have the overflow outside. So we'll keep an eye on it and let you know.
All right. Thanks a lot, Dee. A lot of excited folks out there this morning.
Opening the doors a little early. They said 5:30. They got in 10 minutes earlier than what they expected.
And I'm sure they're happy because it was chilly out there this morning overnight.
Very much so.